A few thoughts about the election. We're 24 hours away from, or just a little over 24 hours away from electing the president, the new president of the United States. Very, very important in the probably the best place to live in the world. But there are certain pernicious effects here if we elect the wrong person. And my contention is that if we elect Mitt Romney, we're in for more risk than if we elect Obama. So that's my contention. Some interesting articles that you're hearing about today. Planned Parenthood's Tanya Atkinson writes in a Madison news blog that Romney is wrong for women. Mitt Romney, she says, comments about binders full of women are offensive, but Romney's policies affecting women are even worse. Mitt Romney is wrong for Wisconsin women. Romney has said he would get rid of Planned Parenthood. He would destroy Planned Parenthood, has signed a pledge to eliminate funds to support preventative health care at Planned Parenthood. Last year alone, 80,000 women relied on Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin for access to birth control, breast and cervical cancer screenings, and STD testing and treatment. About 97% of Planned Parenthood services are preventative care. The majority of Planned Parenthood's patients are at or below the federal poverty limit. If Planned Parenthood is not here to serve the preventative and diagnostic health care needs of those who would otherwise have no access to health care services, where would they go? What would be the health consequences and financial impact? Mr. Romney apparently would appeal the Affordable he says he would repeal the Affordable Care Act, cutting women's access to essential health care. The Affordable Care Act bans insurance companies from dropping people when they get sick, not covering someone because of a pre-existing condition, and charging women more for health insurance. Health insurance must now cover birth control without a copay, saving women significant out-of-pocket costs each year. Romney has said he supports legislation that would allow your employer to decide whether you have access to birth control through your health insurance. Studies show 98% of women use birth control at some point in their lives, including women of all faiths and all races. While Romney works to limit women's access to health care to prevent unintended pregnancy, he's also pledged to overturn Roe v. Wade, which would end women's access to safe and legal abortion. It would take us back to the 20s, right? Access to preventative care saves lives and money. We know that for every dollar we invest into preventative health care, we save $4. Catching cancer at stage 4 instead of stage 1 instead of stage 4, that is better for everybody, as is making sure women have access to birth control so they can plan their pregnancies, their educations, and their careers. Without Planned Parenthood, health insurance, and access to equal pay, women will be worse off. In stark contrast, President Obama supports funding for essential preventative care, health care to 80,000 women and men in Wisconsin. Mr. Obama, worked hard to pass Affordable Health Care Act despite extreme opposition from the insurance and the drug industry lobbies. For the first bill he signed as president was the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act. President Obama trusts women to make their own informed health care decisions and will protect women's access to safe and legal abortion. Obama has truly been a champion for women and women's access to health care. Romney's policies are not just offensive, they're detrimental to women, families, and communities in Wisconsin. On November 6th, vote for Obama to protect your ability to make personal care decisions without government intrusion, to protect essential health care access at Planned Parenthood, for continued insurance coverage of preventative health care, and for equal pay protections for women. So, pretty important election from the standpoint. And of course, Romney wants to gut PBS. He may be a hawk in Iran, which would get us into more trouble. He is more sensitive to the upper class, and the middle and lower class just fend for yourselves. He wants a tax cut for the rich again, which could plunge us into more budgetary problems. So it does seem like it's a very clear choice that Romney would be more dangerous for the country. And if you have a response on how Romney would be good for the country, I'd be glad to have that response. But I can't think of one way that he would be good for the country. Mitt Romney is going to be stressing that difference between the rich and the poor. He's going